Dear Mr. and Mrs. Robert Clark, on behalf of the President of the United States, myself, the armed forces, and all the citizens of our country, I wish to extend to you my deepest sympathy and condolences on the death of your son, Lance Corporal James Clark. He has given his life in the defense of the liberties and principles that are the cornerstones of this great nation, and we all owe him and you a debt of gratitude for his sacrifice. With deepest sympathy, Donald Rumsfeld, Secretary of Defense, United States of America.
It's almost time, isn't it, honey? Just a few more weeks now, baby James will be with us. Are you getting enough food? You're looking a little thin. If baby James is anything like his father, he'll need lots of food. Not to worry, we'll get you healthy right quick.
I really appreciate you inviting me, Sally. I didn't know what I was going to do.
How is baby James? Is he still kicking? I remember when I was pregnant with James, and he was so impatient to be born, always kicking and rolling in me. He was so restless that I could never sleep at night. I used to sit out on the porch all night long just talking to him. I told Robert that we were going to have our hands full with our son. I knew even then he was going to do great, courageous things. My big, brave boy.
The baby's fine, thanks. I'm going to the city tomorrow for an exam. My last exam, I think.
Oh, Claire, I just can't wait. I'm going to be a grandma. Robert will drive you to your appointment tomorrow. That way you can just sleep here tonight. I've already made up James's old room for you.
It's very kind of you, really, but I don't want to be an inconvenience. I'll just drive myself.
No, I insist. And maybe Jeremy and I will come along. We can have lunch in the city. Make a day of it. Just be a regular old family.
I don't know, Sally. We'd have to leave real early.
Leaving? Who said anything about leaving? We just got here, Claire.
Robert!
It's good to see you, Claire. It's been a long time since you've been by.
I know. I shouldn't have let all that time pass. I was just telling Sally how much I appreciate the invitation. I thought I was going to have to spend Thanksgiving alone.
Nonsense. We're your family now. And just wait till you taste the dish of the night, turkey over Robert. Then you'll really be glad you came. It's out on the barbecue right now. Tell you what, men of the Clark family know how to make a damn fine turkey.
I think I've heard that somewhere before.
Look at you. Have you been eating enough? Not one of those crazy grapefruit diets, are you? Remember, that's my grandson in that pretty bill of yours. The Clark men don't eat grapefruit. We drink beer, we eat meat, we hunt. Ain't that right, Baby James?
Oh, Robert. Before I forget, I told Claire that you'd take her into the city for her appointment tomorrow.
Yeah, sure.
I was thinking we could make a day of it. Eat some lunch, and maybe we could stop by James's grave.
Sounds good. What do you think, Claire?
Oh, I'd love to, but I don't know if I can. I've got lots of cleaning and laundry to do. And I told Beth I'd stop in for the dinner rush. You should all go, though, and maybe we can go together another time.
I swear, I should have a word with Beth. She's working you like a dog over there. And you being about to have a baby, it's just not right.
It's all right. They'll be okay.
Oh, damn! I forgot the pie and ice cream in the car. Starting to think pregnancy is making me lose my mind.
I'll get it. You two stay here and catch up. Robert, you can start setting the table. I'll get the stuff from your car. Don't you move from this chair.
So tell me, Claire, what's new in your life?
Well, I wish there was something to tell, but there's not really.
Is everything all right?
Yeah. Me and the baby. We're surviving. Here, let me help you.
No, you sit down and rest. I've got it.
Oh, please, Robert, let me help. I can't just sit and watch you work. I'm not used to just sitting down.
You should be used to sitting down. You should be used to being taken care of. I've been thinking about you a lot lately, me and Sally. I've been praying for you and baby James. You know, if you ever need anything, you've got to call us.
Thanks, Robert.
I mean it, Claire. We're your family now. Sally and I would just feel awful when James can't be here with you. This wasn't how it was supposed to be for you or for us.
Not everything in life goes as planned. I didn't plan on raising my baby alone. It's just the way life is sometimes.
You really believe that? I wish I did. But I know James made the decision to go and enlist all on his own. But still, I wonder if maybe if I hadn't bought him a BB gun for his 12th birthday, I hadn't let him watch war movies and play video games. Maybe if we were hippies living in California, we didn't believe in war, we wouldn't have done it.
It wouldn't have made a difference to James. He had his mindset.
I know. But still, do you ever look at me and wonder maybe if I raised James just a little differently, you'd still have a husband? Or do you ever wonder why some boys go off and fight and some don't? Maybe later they wish they had, but they don't. They go to college, they get married, they have children. You ever wonder what me and Sally did to James to make him avoid fights?
Oh, I've never thought that.
Live anywhere. Be anyone. Doesn't happen that. No, Claire, right?
If anyone, Robert, I blame myself. I let him go. I thought it was so glamorous, my brave husband fighting for his country. I never thought it would end like this.
He loves you so much, you know? I remember the one you two were married. He was sitting in his room, and that's when he tied his tie. I could tell he was scared. But when I asked him about it, he just laughed. He was so sure. I'm sorry, Claire. I shouldn't have said anything. I didn't want to spoil your appetite and make you cry.
No, that's okay. I think Mom cried out. Besides, I'm pregnant. Nothing ruins my appetite. Every time he would leave, there would be this clock inside me, counting down time. I would go about my life, going to work, out with the girls, paying bills. But it was like there was another part of me, watching from far away, counting the months. March, April, May. A part of me was always on hold, waiting for him to come home so my life could begin. And the crazy thing is, my clock is still going. I'm still counting weeks and months. I still mark X's on the calendar even though his return date has come and gone. And I'm just counting away days, waiting for nothing.
You were thinking maybe you'd like to move in. You could keep your house and you would pay the rent, but just until baby James was here, you were back on your feet.
Yeah, Sally mentioned something like that over the phone. It's very sweet of you, though.
It'd be good to have you here, Claire. Good for all of us, not just you and baby James. Sally and I were so excited to be grandparents. Jeff was so lonely without his brother. Just to help you, Claire. We just want to help you.
Oh no! Robert! The turkey's burning!
I'm gonna go save the bird from salad. What want I say?
You framed it?
Of course. That way he'll be safe.
What?
I framed it for baby James, for him to have when he's older.
Why would I ever let my baby have this?
Claire, calm down, for God's sake.
What's going on? What's happened to you?
Nothing is going on. Nothing. I framed the letter so that when baby James is older, he will know the sacrifice that his father made for all of us and for this country.
You think a condolence letter will give some kind of personal satisfaction to my child?
He's James's child, too. And it's more than just a condolence letter. It's a reminder of his sacrifice.
It's nothing more than a photocopy, Sally. They just changed the names and dates. It has nothing to do with James or you or my baby.
I knew you wouldn't understand. You were always such a little girl, Claire. I told James that when he married you, that he'd always be one step ahead, forever taking care of you, having to slow himself down so that you could keep up.
Yeah, I remember.
Claire, I'm sorry. I'm saying this all wrong. This is why you should move in with us. So that we can be together as a family with baby James. Then we can make all this right again.
Is Claire here? Where is she? Claire!
I'm here. I'm in the kitchen. Jeremy, how have you been?
I've been okay. You still working at Rosie's?
Yeah, you should stop in sometime. I'll give you a free Sunday.
Yeah, sure. Maybe later this week. Hey, do you remember Miss Bishop? She's trying to get me to apply to all these preppy East Coast schools. She thinks with my SAT scores, I can get a full ride.
Are you kidding? Jeremy, that's great. Your parents must be so excited.
You'd think, right? My mom started crying when I told her. She said she couldn't lose both sons in 1 year. Whatever. I think I might just stay here after school, you know? Get a job. And fuck around. I don't know. I'm just so fucking sick of being in school, you know? Well, I guess you don't know, do you, old lady?
Hey, watch it, sport. It's only been 2 years since I was doing PE and SATs with the rest of you kids. I was even voted prettiest girl junior year.
God, I remember that. James was telling anyone who would listen to me, he's the prettiest girl at school.
So how about you, Jeremy? Any pretty girl on your mind lately?
Girl as in singular? Sorry, girls. Plural. I'm a ladies' man, Claire. Not Mr. Housewife like James was.
Yeah, I always knew you'd be a heartbreaker. Ever since you pushed Lori Chapman out of the tree when she tried to kiss you.
Can you blame me? Look at Lori now. She slept with almost every guy in school. Her trailer park's large enough to fit all the illegitimate offspring she's gonna have.
You're horrible.
So I heard you might be coming to stay with us for a while.
Yeah, your parents invited me. Just until the baby's born. And just until I'm back on my feet.
Yeah, that's what they tell you. Really, they're just desperate for us to be one big happy family. It's like think that you and the baby are gonna fix everything, but life doesn't work like that. You know, you can't just replace one life with another and call it even. Don't get me wrong, Claire. I'm excited about the baby. But I'm not gonna call him James and act like he's the one that's been missing.
It's okay, I understand.
No, you don't. You don't understand at all. You live 10 minutes away. You haven't been by to see us in 4 months. Not since James' funeral have you been inside this house. I'm sure Mom and Dad say they're fine, but they're not. Dad goes away for days at a time. You don't know where he goes. When he's here, it's like his brain is gone. There's just air floating around inside his head. Everything I say just goes right through. Mom. Mom just isn't the same anymore. All she can talk about is James. Like freshman year when he scored that touchdown against Odessa. Or when he did Hands Across America for his senior project. And every time his death comes up, she just says, at least he died for a cause. As if James getting blown up by some fucking raghead somehow benefits Americans everywhere. It's sick, you know? Because the more she's talking about him, it's like the less she's talking about James. He's become the cliche perfect older son. She thinks that if she always talks about him, he won't be able to disappear.
I didn't say I was going to move in. I just said they invited me, that's all. If it bothers you,
That's the worst part. I'm just like them. I can't help but think that if you and the baby moved in here, then everything would be all right again. I need you so bad, Claire. I need you to save them.
I'm not a savior.
Oh, there you are, Jeremy. Can you finish setting the table, dear?
Sure, Mom.
This is so nice, isn't it? I always love Thanksgiving. Jeremy, don't forget to set a place for James.
You really think that's necessary?
What, you think they don't have Thanksgiving in heaven? Just because we can't see James doesn't mean he can't see us. Honestly, I think he'd be a little more understanding.
Mom, come on. Just let it go. Just for the night, please.
No, Jeremy, let your mother finish. More understanding of what exactly, Sally?
Well, you married him, didn't you?
Yes, and what about it?
Oh, Claire, I'm sorry. I'm saying this all wrong.
Saying what?
Well, sometimes I wonder. I can't help it. I wonder how baby James will ever be proud of his father when you're not. And I'm worried, Claire. I'm worried that baby James will grow up and never understand the sacrifice that his father made.
Mom! That's enough. Can we all just stop talking about James for a second? I'm sure Claire could use one night where the conversation isn't focused on her dead husband.
Oh, don't be sucked in by him, Claire. Jeremy may not want to be reminded of James, but it has absolutely nothing to do with protecting your delicate feelings.
What are you talking about?
Oh, don't play innocent with me. You can't wait to be out of this house and rid of us.
Sally, that's a horrible thing to say.
Oh, Claire, don't you dare judge me. Do you think I'm glad that my son wants to leave me? As if I haven't been through enough this year. I'm not stupid, Jeremy. There are perfectly good schools in Houston or even Dallas. You do not need to move all the way across the country to get an education. You just can't bear to stay and try to live up to the memory of your older brother. James never would have left me. He understood the importance of family. That's why he and Claire stayed here after they got married. You were always jealous of James, always trying to catch up. And some nights, God forgive me, but I wonder why the Lord took James and not you.
Jeremy, don't listen to her. This is crazy.
I know. You wish I had died instead of James. I'm here. He's gone. Why do you hate me so much?
I don't hate you, baby. my James.
Sally.
Oh, Robert. Everything is wrong. My baby is gone, Robert. I can't live without him.
Shut up, Sally. You don't know what you're saying.
She knows perfectly well what she's saying.
That's enough, Jeremy. Everything's going to be all right. We'll go ahead and sit down and have a nice Thanksgiving dinner. Like a normal, happy family. And then Claire will spend the night, and tomorrow she and I will go to the doctor and check on baby James. Everything will be all right. Maybe not now, but eventually. Once baby James is here, we'll all have something to be happy for.
No, I'm sorry, I can't. I can't raise my baby in this house surrounded by all of his baby pictures and all of your memories. I can't raise my baby in this house.
Claire, it's just temporary. Just until baby James is here, then everything will be easier.
No,
It's just to help you, that's all.
no! If I move in, I'm afraid I'll never move out. I can't spend the rest of my life being James's widow.
If James were alive, he'd want us to be together. He'd want us to be happy.
If James were alive, he'd stay and fight. He'd piece all of you back together and take everything horrible and broken in this family and make it right. But I can't. I'm not strong enough. I can't give you my baby.
Claire, no. You can't go. Please, I beg you. Don't raise my grandson to dishonor his father's memory.
Listen to me. My child will love his father deeply. I promise you that. But I will not raise him to love the way he died.
It's time for freedom. For your freedom. And baby James is freedom.
No! He died on a dirt road 20 miles out of Baghdad when a bomb exploded by his convoy. His heart burst inside his fucking chest and he died alone, 7,000 miles away from me. There is nothing glamorous about the way my husband died or what he died for. Do you hear me? Nothing!
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.